Are you a property owner trying to decide between the 23.9 horsepower John Deere 1025R and the 21.6 horsepower Kubota BX23S for 2026? These are the two biggest heavyweights in the subcompact tractor world, but one of them gives you a major advantage in pure loader lifting power, while the other gives you a fully integrated backhoe straight from the factory floor. Today, we are looking at the exact 2026 engine specs, lifting capacities, control layouts, exterior build details, and real-world pricing, so you know exactly which machine belongs in your garage. Buying a subcompact tractor is a massive investment. You are spending tens of thousands of dollars, and you need a machine that works hard day after day. The John Deere 1025R and the Kubota BX23S dominate the market right now. They look similar on paper, but when you put them in the dirt, they have very different personalities. We are going to compare them category by category, from the engines hiding under the hoods down to the tires touching the ground, to see how they actually perform when you push them to the limit. Let us start with the engines, because the engine is the beating heart of your tractor. Both of these machines use reliable 3-cylinder diesel engines, but the numbers are different. The John Deere 1025R comes with a Yanmar diesel engine that pushes out 23.9 gross horsepower. The engine displacement is 1.267 liters. It is a very proven, heavy-duty engine that does not use any complicated emissions filters. On the other side, the Kubota BX23S uses Kubota's own 3-cylinder diesel engine. It gives you 21.6 gross horsepower, and the displacement is smaller at 0.9 liters. When you just look at those two numbers, the John Deere has an extra 2.3 horsepower. That sounds small, but in the subcompact tractor world, every single bit of horsepower matters. You also need to look at the power takeoff, or PTO horsepower. The PTO is what powers your attachments like rotary cutters, tillers, and snowblowers. The John Deere 1025R gives you 18.2 PTO horsepower. The Kubota DX23S gives you 17.7 PTO horsepower. So again, the John Deere has a slight edge in raw power. If you're running heavy attachments through thick brush or deep snow, the John Deere will hold its engine RPMs just a little bit better under a heavy load. But the Kubota engine is incredibly smooth, and it has a legendary reputation for lasting thousands of hours without major problems. Now let's talk about the hydraulics and the front loader, because this is where a lot of people make their final decision. If you're moving heavy dirt, gravel, or large pallets, you need good lifting capacity. The John Deere 1025R usually comes with the 120R front-end loader. If you get the standard loader, it lifts around 553 pounds, but John Deere now offers a mechanical self-leveling loader option. If you upgrade to that mechanical self-leveling loader, your lift capacity jumps up to 726 pounds. The total hydraulic pump flow on the John Deere is 6.3 gallons per minute. That gives you fast loader movements and plenty of muscle to break into a heavy pile of topsoil. The Kubota BX23S also has a very solid hydraulic system with a total flow of 6.2 gallons per minute, but the loader numbers are a bit different. If you use the standard rigid pin-on bucket, the Kubota can lift 739 pounds. However, most people want the quick attach bucket system so they can swap the bucket for pallet forks. When you add that quick attach system to the Kubota, the extra weight reduces your total lift capacity down to 613 pounds. So, if you plan to use quick attach pallet forks or grapple buckets, the John Deere 1025R with the mechanical self-leveling loader will give you more usable lifting power. The John Deere also lifts a bit higher, which makes it easier to dump material over the side of a tall pickup truck or a utility trailer. This category is where the Kubota BX23S really shines and stands out from the crowd. The S in BX23S basically means it is a factory-built tractor loader backhoe. When you buy a BX23S, it comes with the front loader and the backhoe standard. The backhoe is built into the design of the tractor from day one. It has a heavily reinforced frame just to handle the stress of digging deep trenches and pulling out large tree stumps. Kubota also uses a system called Swift Connect. This allows you to take the backhoe off the tractor in just a few minutes without using any tools. You just pull some levers, disconnect the hydraulic lines, and drive away. The John Deere 1025R can also take a backhoe. You would use the John Deere 260B backhoe attachment. It works great and it has very strong digging power. But on the John Deere, the backhoe is an add-on attachment, not a standard base feature. This means you have to pay extra to add the backhoe frame and the backhoe unit itself. When it comes to mowing, both tractors are amazing. The John Deere features the Auto Connect mid-mount mower deck. You literally just drive the tractor over the mower deck and the PTO shaft connects all by itself. It takes less than 60 seconds. You never have to crawl under the tractor to connect the spinning shaft. The Kubota drive-over deck is also very easy to use, but the John Deere Auto Connect system is widely considered the easiest mower deck system in the entire tractor industry. You will spend hundreds of hours sitting on your tractor, so comfort and controls are extremely important.
Both tractors use a 2-range hydrostatic transmission. This means you don't have to shift gears. You just press a pedal to go forward and press a pedal to go reverse. It is as easy as driving an automatic car. But they design their pedals very differently. John Deere uses a twin-touch pedal system. You get 2 separate pedals sitting side by side on the right floorboard. One pedal is for forward, and the pedal right next to it is for reverse. It is very natural to use. Kubota uses a treadle pedal system. It is one large pedal. You press your toe down on the front to go forward, and you press your heel down on the back of the pedal to go in reverse. Some people love the Kubota treadle pedal because you can rest your whole foot on it. Other people find the John Deere twin-touch pedals much easier to use, especially if you are doing a lot of back-and-forth loader work. For the seats, both brands give you premium options. The John Deere 1025R has a deluxe suspension seat with thick armrests. It absorbs bumps very well. The Kubota BX23S also has a great seat, but it has a special trick. Because the Kubota is a dedicated backhoe machine, the seat actually spins completely around. You just pull a lever, spin the seat backwards, and you are ready to operate the backhoe. It saves a lot of time. When you look at the outside of these tractors, you will notice a big difference in the materials they use.
Kubota believes in heavy metal. The hood on the Kubota BX23S is made of solid steel, and the fenders are made of solid steel. This makes the tractor feel very traditional and tough. However, if you drop a heavy branch on a metal hood, it will dent. And if you scratch the paint, the metal can start to rust over time. John Deere takes a different approach. The hood and the fenders on the John Deere 1025R are made of a heavy-duty industrial polycarbonate plastic. Some people hear the word plastic and think it is cheap, but this is the same material used to make bulletproof glass. It is incredibly strong. If you hit the John Deere hood with a hammer, it just bounces right off. It will never dent and it will never rust. Both tractors come with 4-wheel drive as a standard feature, and they both have power steering. The John Deere 1025R is a little bit wider and has a slightly longer wheelbase. The wheelbase on the John Deere is 57.1 inches. This gives the John Deere a wider stance, which makes it feel a little more stable if you are driving across a steep hill or uneven ground. The Kubota is slightly more compact, which makes it very easy to squeeze through tight gates or small barn doors. Price is always the final deciding factor. Because of inflation and new 2026 pricing updates, these machines are significant investments. If you go to a John Deere dealer to buy a 1025R with just the 120R front loader, you will spend around $19,000 to $20,000. But remember, that price does not include the backhoe. If you want to add the 260B backhoe to the John Deere 1025R to make it a full tractor loader backhoe, your total price will jump up to around $30,000 to $32,000. The Kubota BX23S has a very strong value proposition because the backhoe is included in the base design. You can often buy the complete Kubota BX23S package, which includes the tractor, the loader, and the backhoe, for around $23,000 to $25,000, depending on the dealer and current factory rebates. So if your main goal is to own a backhoe for digging trenches or removing stumps, the Kubota BX23S will save you thousands of dollars compared to a fully loaded John Deere. However, if you do not really need a backhoe, and you just want a tractor for mowing, lifting heavy pallets, and moving snow, the John Deere 1025R gives you more horsepower, more lifting capacity, and the ultra-convenient Auto Connect mower deck. To sum it all up, the John Deere 1025R and the Kubota BX23S are both amazing 2026 machines, but they are built for different buyers. You should choose the John Deere 1025R if you want maximum engine power, heavier loader lift capacity with the quick attach system, the easiest mower deck connection in the world, and a rust-proof body. It is the ultimate property maintenance workhorse. You should choose the Kubota BX23S if your main focus is dirt work and digging. Getting a fully integrated factory backhoe at a much lower total package price makes the Kubota an incredible value. The metal construction is classic and tough, and the Kubota diesel engine will run forever. You really cannot make a bad choice. It just depends on what kind of work you need to do in your backyard. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss our next tractor review.